All right, guys, we got the skid steer loaded up on the old puppy dog here, and I'm excited. We're gonna go do a little bit. Well, we're gonna do some work, but we're gonna do some exploring while we're doing some work. I'm running late, so let's hit the road and I'll explain to you on the way. So here's what's going on today. If you guys have seen in a lot of my previous videos a couple of times, I've either mentioned or talked about the clay pipe. There's an oak clay tile pipe factory close to here in Calton, Indiana, called Clay, and they were in operation up to about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, and basically the county shut them down. That's a long story, but anyways, the county owns it. They gave it to the local town of Calton. The Calton owns it now. There's a bunch. The old factory is about ready to fall in. I'll try to get some video of it. There's a bunch of old either surplus pipe or coal pipe, or I don't know what it is, but there's a bunch of old pipe up there. Well, Farmer Chris was able to work a deal where he can get some of this pipe where he can use on his farms for crossings and stuff. So we have permission to cut a lock, break into this place. Well, not breaking in, we got permission. Cut a lock, get into this place, and we're going to try to get some of this pipe out of here and load it up so we can use it for Farmer Chris. So I'm excited. This is going to be cool. Let's go see what happens. Let's go see what happens. It's like a jungle in there, so I brought the chainsaw just in case. All right, guys, we're just rolling in down here, and that's the jungle we're going into. Perfect timing. Chris is right behind me, so I think this is the gate we're going to break into right here, if I had to guess. I don't really know. You see a gate there? I don't see a gate. Oh, I see a gate down here. Hey, it's already open. Oh boy, this could get interesting. I'm glad you chose the easy ones to get to there, Farmer Chris.
They're in the jungle, ain't they? We might need a traco.
Oh my goodness.
The other pile's a lot easier to get to.
This whole thing is clay pipe. You just can't see it because it's all like that.
Drove up.
Well, it was 42 inch?
Those are 42 inch inside.
Well, you got a lot of faith in my little skid steer.
Pretty heavy, ain't they? I'm more worried about mine trying to unload them.
This is gonna make a really good video if I get them on the trailer and you can't get them off.
We might have to unroll them off.
Man, oh man. I don't know, I've said a few of those before. They're definitely not light.
And we got some 27s over here we can get today and then regroup for these later.
What do you think everything's been sitting there? 30, 40 years?
Probably every bit of 20.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Pretty good place to start clay tile factory. All right, so we're walking around being nosy now. What'd you say his property was? 33 acres?
33 acres here.
You can't see it, it's all grown up.
Yeah.
That's what's left of the old, I'll have to do a flyover here in a minute. That's what's left of the old building, but you said everything here is for sale.
Everything here is for sale.
And what do you care to say what you're buying the big ones for?
24 inches and up is $50 a pipe.
That's pretty cheap.
If they're under 24 inches, $25 a pipe.
And they need to contact?
Calton Mayor.
Calton Mayor. I don't know if I have a...
Ralph Terry.
Ralph Terry, Calton Mayor. Did Ralph, is he the one that worked here for...
I have no idea.
Hey, looky there. This guy right here, if anybody's interested. Ralph Terry, Calton Mayor. There's a lot of stuff around here. There's a lot of decorative stuff around here too. You name it, it's probably here. Just a matter of finding it.
Ralph's wanting that building to come down if you know anybody.
Well, I'd say if he waits about 3 days, it may come down on its own.
Taking left here.
You think that's a homemade safe?
That's what it looks like, don't it?
Oh, you think they had to keep something in there?
Yeah, it's fucking
Can't cuss.
Oh, shit.
The record button hit. Oh, no. My goodness, he likes to see how good I am with that beep. Wait, this is the old field tile here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got holes.
It's all perforated.
Yeah.
Wow. We got like 6,000 or 7,000 feet of that to lay?
Yeah.
And just start loading it up?
Nah, I ain't using that stuff.
Oh, found a broke one. Somebody's gonna have 7 years of bad luck. Oh my goodness, it just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah, here's the pile of the big ones back here I was looking at. Or 27 inch.
This looks a little more manageable over here.
Yeah, I mean, we can get in this road here, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know how much.
So no, we don't really know whether this pipe is just overstock inventory Or if it had a defect, they kicked it out, right?
Exactly.
But for what you're using it for, it's perfect.
I'm wondering if they didn't set, when they set the press up to press them out, they just...
This was the end piece?
Well, no, they just made a bunch of them.
Then had them here?
Before they switched. Oh, they had dies in there, press?
Oh my goodness, look at them all though. There's more of that field tile over there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those are like 24 inch there.
Wowzers. It's like a big brick.
Yeah, it's you would think the water would soak back in because it's dirt. It's clay dirt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh. So I'll try to get a fly over this so you guys can see it better. But these are the old kilns here. I'm pretty sure the brick building over there, that's the original building. I think that's where they actually extruded the pipes and have the molds.
Yep.
And then the building back there that's fallen down is, I think after they came out of the kiln, they had to keep them hot for so long. I think the heat's what's destroyed that building.
Yep.
I don't know for sure what's in this building. We may just have to, I see an open door.
Yep, yep. Sounds good.
Hopefully we'll find somebody that knows more about this stuff than we do.
Yeah.
And get you guys some answers. Alright guys, well here's the deal. Real quick, this building here is the cotton mill in Canton, Indiana. I talk about this thing in quite a bit of detail in another video I did. I think it's called Demolishing a House on a Tight Lot with a 304. But we're flying into the can clay property here. Chris and I, we do have permission to be on the property, and we're going to walk through the facility here. And I'm going to leave this in here because it's going to be a little bit comical. Chris and I have no idea what we're talking about. We have no idea what we're looking at. But boy, we sure are good at acting like it. But the next day, we find a 52-year veteran of this plant, worked here from the 50s up until the day it closed in June of 2019, and he gives us a very detailed tour of the inside of that. So that's going to be a whole nother video. It turned out absolutely awesome. So hope you guys stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm going to leave a few clips in here of me and Chris trying to fumble our way through here and find out what we're looking at. Then after that, we're going to get some pipe loaded up and hopefully head to Chris's farm. So let's head inside and see what we can find.
They with steel bands on them.
I would say these are probably some of the last pipes that come out of this factory.
Yeah.
And I looked it up one time. This place operated for over 100 years.
Has it? There comes pick up now.
Yeah. That stainless steel, that must have been the new style they went to.
No, I think that rubber bands we was looking at goes in that groove on the other end.
Go in the groove on the other end, it slides up in that band.
Slides up in there, yeah.
There was a box of endless O-ring material. The best way I know to describe it. Yeah, that'd probably work. That'd probably be about right, Chris. I may have to try to get a snippet of that, but I bet you that fit. It steps in there.
Yeah.
I guess they had a tool to cut that groove on the end.
Huh. It was like a saw or something, man.
Yeah.
Grinder.
It's like we're getting ready to take a walk back in time. Wowzers. Yeah. Guess that's what's left of one of the old. I wish I knew somebody knew more about this than me, but I'm pretty sure this would be like one of the cool down boxes. I think they had to rotate that pipe every so often to keep it from to keep it round. So I think after they come out of the kiln, they'd put them in stuff like this. But she's falling down, bud. She is falling down. Yeah, that is insane. That building is just.
It looks like it's on fire.
I don't know if it's been on fire or if it's just the heat from whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
But it is
rotten.
Yeah, I see there's some more of those cool down. I think these are cool down kilns.
Look at that winch up overhead there.
I do see that winch up there.
Huh.
What you said that whole big silos full of sawdust? What they use? I wonder if they use the sawdust as an insulator.
No, they used it as to fire the kiln.
Oh, that's how they fired the kiln.
Yeah.
Well, that would make perfect sense, now wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Captain Obvious.
I did put a couple pieces of new metal up there for some random reason. Wowzers. This is where I wish I had a time machine.
Yeah.
I'll bet you back in the day.
Rail tracks in there. They've rode stuff.
I'll bet you back in the day this was one impressive operation.
Yes.
I'm guessing this was an awesome place to work in the wintertime.
Stay warm, didn't you?
Yeah, it probably wasn't too nice in the summertime.
Yeah.
Because everything around here looks hot.
Yeah.
I mean, has this been on fire or is it just from heat and stuff?
I don't know. It's holding up, but I guess we can run through it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd stick around for the scenic view around here. That is.
Do these old doors slide down?
Well, these old doors, I ain't gonna stand underneath it.
Yeah.
But that's one of those big, that's the neural holding area there.
Yeah.
So it's got a winch right there and that come down. And so they heated. Because there's the actual kilns, or maybe that's the old kilns, these are the new kilns. Man, I wish we knew somebody knew more about this than me. I'm sure I'll have 1,000 comments and tell me how much of an idiot I am, but.
Well, all you can do is show it to them and get answers.
Yeah. Now this looks more like the old extruding building.
The press, yeah, or extruder, yeah.
Yeah.
They've got a test pin there too in there.
Yeah, and this isn't, this building just needs cleaned up. It don't look too bad.
It's part of an old building with a new building on it, man.
They left his pipe behind.
One pipe.
Never leave one man behind. You know what's crazy is you got all those buildings over there that are probably 50, 60 years old. And you got this building here that's probably well over 100 years old. And of course, it may have been used differently, but this thing looks really good yet.
Yeah.
Really good shape. Except for the guy that drove the fork truck, can't keep off the wall. This is definitely the extruding.
Yeah, there's a extruder.
Oh, there it is. Check that out. So I'm going to make some assumptions here, but their mixture would go down into there. That's got to have some sort of big press on the end of it.
Yep.
And it shoves the pipe out right here.
Be my guess.
There's another one over here. I don't think that's big enough to do the big pipe though.
No. You sure is a massive power on some of that.
Holy cow. That's at least a 2-horse motor.
Yeah.
It's 3-phase. Constant speed, 150 RPM. I don't think this tire's been scratched off in a few years.
No horsepower range, does it?
Well, it's more than 5. That thing is massive.
That's a big motor. Big belts.
That one's been reworked over there. They put a smaller motor on it, did a gear reduction and up to RPM. Put a jack shaft on it.
Huh.
That is crazy. Big clutch.
Do something.
I'm gonna do my best to get you guys some answers on what this stuff is. We're just taking the tour because we can. I want another assumption here, but I think this is where the extruder may have been for the larger pipe. I think it's been removed. I don't know that for sure, but it looks like the remnants of it for sure. Oh my goodness, there's a big hole in the floor. I don't want to walk too close, it may fall down in there. There you got augers down there, so they must have been taking off waste material or something. Something's definitely been removed from here. It's like an old 1920s telephone board.
Yeah.
That old overhead crane way up there.
Oh boy.
That's got to be what the large extruder was.
Yeah. We got all the tanks and conveyor belts.
Man. And none of it's newer than the 50s.
No.
Captain Clean will be impressed. I haven't seen one fire extinguisher, but by golly, we got fire hose.
Oh, I thought you said you found a spoon.
No. Not yet, we're still looking. Man, we'll walk back in time.
I don't think you can get anywhere there.
My dad actually worked here for, he worked off and on here for a couple months in between coal mine jobs. Unfortunately, he's not around here. He can't answer any questions for us, so that doesn't help us. That's got to be one of those. I wonder if this is the. I'm thinking these are the new modern kilns.
Modern kilns.
Because I don't know what was in there, but I can promise you one thing: it was hot.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see how charred everything is. All right, guys, I made it all the way to the very top. This is where the extruders. This is 2 floors above the extruders. I guess all that stuff comes in here. Then they divert it down by gravity where they want it. I'm guessing when it looks at the floor, I had some leaks. Looked a little dusty. I'm walking gingerly as I don't want to fall. But wow, times have definitely changed. I'll take you down 1 floor. It's not a whole lot better down there, but there's a fork truck down there of all things. I don't think that thing got used a whole lot, just from the looks of it. Go down a floor. There's an old fork truck over here. It's probably been up here since this building's been built. It's a Butte. Clark. Get it? It's Clark. Looks like this may have been a parts room. It's a bunch of old motors and gearboxes and stuff. I don't know what it is. Little mixer. Wow. This is cool. Bunch of electrical components. If you guys remember that building in Tell City, the town over that burnt, this is one of those fire doors in action. And basically they got a rope, a fusible link right there. Whenever it gets hot enough, it allows this weight to drop. And once that weight drops, that door will slide down that track and close. That's what saved a lot of that old factory in town down there. Elevator over there, I am not for sure. This must have been like some sort of sorting room or something. If anybody wants to, I'll try to find out as much information about this place as I can, but if anybody wants to search it, it's Caly, Compton, Indiana. Pretty cool place. So that's some of the old kilns there, and that big silo is full of sawdust. That's what they use to fire their kilns. Get a sneak peek in one of these old ones here. I think those over there they may still use, and the ones inside. This one here hasn't been used in a long time. Look how thick the wall is on that thing.
Oh wow.
Check that out. Check out that ceiling. That is cool. That is cool.
That is. A lot of brick here.
There's a lot of brick there. That is
It's
inside.
fire brick at that, or this right here.
Well, this isn't, but the inner layer is fire brick.
Huh.
I'd say that ceiling has to be fire brick.
Yeah.
That's cool. We should probably go do something. I think they missed a piece.
Yeah. That one happened for some reason.
That must have been a core check. Quality control. All right, we're checking out quality control here. They got them lights. They had to be looking for cracks, or I wonder if they were shining lights on the outside, see if they seen them on the inside.
They might
I'm totally
have.
guessing here. We're not for sure what this was used for, but free hat, if you can properly pronounce that word. That's a big one. I'm not even gonna try. All right, guys, so after the grand tour, here's the plan. This is the same pipe that we looked at when we first got here, way back here in the woods or the weeds or the jungle or whatever you want to call it. We're gonna unload the skid steer off the trailer and see if we can pick that one up with the skid steer and get a plan from there. If we can pick it up, we'll probably load the heavier ones on my trailer, and then them smaller ones we looked at over yonder there, we're probably gonna load on that's Chris's trailer. So enough lollygagging, let's get to work. You probably shouldn't use those speed binders. You're gonna end up wanting some of those.
I don't use chains and binders.
She's a farmer, but if you do want some, speedbinders.com. That's what a farmer would call a shameless plug right there.
Yeah.
You'll see what the old Kubota got. We're I'm thinking these big pipes weigh about 5,200 pounds, which I can lift. The problem is the distance is going to be so far away from me. I just don't know if I got enough leverage, but we'll find out. All right, first attempt's going to be from the end. Got my fork slid together. Going to try to slide them up in there. See what happens. It'd be easier to load this way on the trailer. It would work. Roll it over here a little bit. All right, here we go. I think it would lift it. I just can't. My forks aren't long enough.
Yeah.
You want to try to get it from the side once?
Try to cradle it.
Skid steer lifts it. The problem is, I don't know if we can get to the side of these pipes to get them out without doing a tremendous amount of clearing. Wowzers. All right, here's the newest, latest, and greatest plan. Ralph, buddy that owns the boat shop just up the road, and he's got some fork extensions. We're gonna go latch onto those and see if we can get them from the end, because we really need to get them from the end to get those out. If not, this may involve an excavator, and Chris's pocketbook don't like that.
Does those have bells on them, or?
Oh,
Do we
sidetrack.
need bells? I mean,
We got-
conveyor belt will work.
We spotted another pile.
Neighbor.
Check that
They
out. We
brought
got
some deep
automatic
eggs out there.
fork and sliders today. Okay, Chris. He's too busy talking. He's not doing a very good job. There we go. That'll work.
We ain't gonna get no more unless we get them now.
All right, guys, we got the force extensions on. We're gonna do a test lift on this one here and see what happens. That's all she wants, bud. All right, guys, so here's the plan. We can lift them. It's all this machine wants. And it's just a little bit out of everybody's comfort zone, mine included. So we're gonna go around and load some smaller pipe, and then we'll probably either bring a track hoe or the cat loader down here and load that pipe. So around to the smaller section we go. All right, guys, it has been utter chaos here, but we got Ralph loaded. He's out there. We had one pipe casualty. I don't know if I got it on camera or not. There's just too much going on. We're going to load up some of these. I think they call them, they're 24 millimeter pipe, which is 60 centimeters maybe. I don't know. I'm so confused. I heard so many numbers. Let me spin you around. Whoa, easy now. Spin you around here. We're going to try to get these on Chris's trailer. The fork extensions are long enough. I don't want to go all the way through. See if we can lift this thing up with ease here. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Got it. I gotta get turned around. That's gonna be the next problem. Alright guys, hope you can see out there. We got the first pipe after 3 hours of tours, lollygagging, socializing. I think we'll probably gotta get, hang on, probably gotta get a pipe loaded. All right, guys, real quick. I do hear the skid steer squeaking. I do realize it needs grease. The job just before this, we were actually moving a bunch of sand and it got down in there. I did not have the grease gun with me, so we just kind of muddled through this. I apologize for the creaking and the squeaking, but we did get her fixed the next day. That good?
Yeah.
Woo, got it. Hey, we got all the pipes loaded. We're just afraid to do math, but this is the hook we got. We'll see what Hoover thinks of your hook. Hey, at least you're a farmer with chains. That's more than most. Oh, what is this, a dinosaur? Did you steal this out of the museum?
Auctions. One farmer's junk.
Let me go there inside and hold that chain up over, and I think we'll get it. Hey, at least he's got something. All right, we got Chris tied down, 100% Officer Hoover approved. We're gonna go try to back semi in here and get the old puppy dog loaded. Guys, we got Chris loaded, chain down, pulled out of the way, got the Mac fish back in here. We're gonna try to get it loaded now. It looks like there's all kinds of room to work, but there is stuff everywhere. guys, we got the first pile out of here. This first one, pretty good ways up there in the air. It's probably 8 or 9 feet up there. It's kind of guiding me as I go in too far and I get that air pipe on the other end. Bless me. All right, here we go. Well, we're loaded down. Now it's time to get chain down. Let's dig in right.
All right, guys, we got a few gaps in these pipes here. Didn't get loaded square all the way, so we're going to try to push them all forwards.
All right, we got her chalked and chained and cabled and strapped, and I don't know if it's Officer Hoover approved, but it's on there. We're hauling for a farmer, so we'll go with the farm exemption. We're going to hit the road and get unloaded. We are rolling into our drop-off site here. I don't know, it's about a 35-mile trip. I ain't gonna lie, I stopped a few times and readjusted some chains because I didn't like the way they were riding. But we made it pretty smoothly. Go back here, find Chris, and hopefully his skid steer will unload it. Alright guys, couple things here real quick. Chris actually beat me out here, so he already had his trailer unloaded by the time I rolled in. We did not have any service down there we were working at, so by the time I got here, I had a lot of phone calls, text messages, and some business to catch up on. So I apologize, I was not able to get a lot of really cool shots of Chris unloading the trailer here. As you can see, his little New Holland skid steer. It's getting the job done, but it's about all she wanted. I don't know for sure. Donnie, the guy down there, we're estimating these pipes weigh somewhere around the 4,000 pound mark. But the skid steer will lift that rather easy. The problem is whenever you come from the end like this, the weight's so far out away from you, so it makes it a little tippy on the skid steer. But nevertheless, we got them handled. It wasn't too big of an issue at all. Chris has kind of bought a surplus of these just to use around the farm here and there. I'm sure they're going to reappear in some other videos. I'm sure you'll see us installing a few for some crossings here and there. But I really hope you guys stay tuned to the next video coming up, because Donnie, which is a 52-year veteran of Clay, and the mayor of Counton, which is the city actually owns the property now, they give us a full access tour, and Donnie goes into great detail explaining the process there at the factory. And really cool video, really cool tour. Gets a lot of the questions answered that Chris and I were guessing on. But as always, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Share, tell your friends, let everybody know what Dirt Perfect's all about. That's greatly appreciated. And as always, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.